Welcome back to Chatting and Gassing, everybody. This is a GTA 1% biker talk show where we dive deep into the MC culture and the clubs within our community. And today we are back with another banger. Everybody give it up for Departed Souls MC. Yes, sir. Got them boys out here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yes, sir. So before we get into the talking segment, we're going to go ahead and introduce today's hosts and guests. I'm Crazy Boy, Hell Riders founder and PV president.
What's going on? It's Odin, Hell Riders president of Vespucci Beach, you know what I'm saying? Lifer and an absolute legend.
Yes, sir. Passing mic to our boys over at Departed Souls.
Yeah, so I'm president and founder of Departed Souls, Hack Emperor. And
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Typical founder and sergeant of arms of Departed Souls.
Thanks for coming out.
Sinful. Secretary for Departed Souls.
Okay then. Appreciate y'all boys for pulling up.
yeah,
All right,
for sure.
so basically, any of these questions we ask, you know what I'm saying, y'all can, any one of y'all can answer, or whoever you guys want to like represent y'all. It's not pointed to any like one individual. Okay, so how did Departed Souls, you know what I'm saying, MC come about, and like when did you guys get established for the people that might not know y'all?
Yeah. So that it's a long story, so I'm just gonna like sum it up. Pretty much, there was a club before a few of us were in, Paradise Assassins. We ended up leaving them because they were kind of racist and we didn't really fuck with them.
Yeah.
And their president was he was a tyrant, you know, like he would bring up church and then say this is what's happening, and if someone disagreed they would get kicked. So we're like, okay, fuck that, we're not gonna deal with that. So yeah, we just decided to start up a club together. There was three of us, me, Typical, and another guy we don't talk to anymore. And yeah, we founded the club, and so that's pretty much why we all started.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but who is this speaking?
This is a Hack.
Yeah, so yeah, it's Hack. All right. Yeah, now you can
Yeah.
continue, brother.
No, that's it. That's pretty much the sum of it. We were in a club. We didn't really vibe with them. We want to start something where everyone gets a say, as long as you hold a patch, right?
Yeah.
My vote doesn't outcast anyone else's vote. Everyone has a vote and a say if they want to bring up something. So that's kind of where it started with, and the drive for it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So, what would you say would be the most important trait someone might have, need in order to try to join your guys' brotherhood?
Honestly, like we're not like yeah, obviously we're all good shooters. We shoot a lot, but we don't really care about that. If you want to be a member, the best trait, I wouldn't say it's a trait, it's just you have to get along with us. We've had guys,
Yeah.
they've come in and they don't get along with us. It just doesn't work out.
Fact.
I can say all our patch members are my boys. Like they're my best friends. So I would just say you have to get along with us, because sometimes people come in, they don't get along with us, it don't work.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, they're trying to join y'all. Y'all not, trying to join him. So like,
Exactly. Right, we give everyone a chance, but sometimes it don't work.
yeah, facts. So could if you guys wouldn't mind, could all three of you guys probably all three share, your best experience within the club? Like, if you could look back, what I'm saying, what would you say was one of the best experiences being with the Departed Souls?
I'll let you Typical, you can go first.
Yeah. Alright. It has to be when that MC community was like hella popping there. Everybody was online. I remember we went to this big ass event, had all these clubs in, and it was just awesome. All driving
Yeah.
down into the city. You had all the bikers fucking there. It just looked so awesome, and I was like, damn, like this is the shit right here that I was looking for.
Yeah, facts.
Sinful, you want to go ahead?
Yeah. I love going to events with my club, bro. It's just so fun to see all these bikers in the community join together and
Yeah,
have fun with each other.
yeah, facts. Yeah,
I would say when it like popped off for me is when we started rolling. You know what I mean? When all the hard work started paying off, and the club started like being self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And it became something. It wasn't just like, oh, we're just another club going around shooting things up. When we actually started doing shit, going to big events, making decent ceasefires, right? That's kind of like when it hit me, I guess.
Yeah. And I like kind of like what the last dude was saying. Like, that's another thing for me too. I like going to like big rallies. You know what I'm saying? Seeing a bunch of different clubs. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that like, you can come there and flaunt or flex your brand, flex your guys' traditions. You know what I'm saying? Amongst others,
Yeah.
that do the same thing. You know?
Right. And it's respected clubs too. It's not just some club you've never heard of that's gonna blow up the event, right? It's people you've seen,
Facts.
like respected clubs, people you respect and they respect you.
Facts. So like, you boys definitely got your strikes out here. You know what I'm saying? You're not, fresh on the block. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got some years within this. For all the newer clubs out there, like, could you explain like one of the worst times you would think within the club? Like, how did you guys learn from it? Like, whether it was like change of leadership, loss of members, whatever it is, people, trying to infiltrate. Like, could you explain how you learn from that moment? Because most
Um,
clubs get shut down over stuff like that. They definitely
yeah,
disband.
exactly. I would say two things is be patient and don't overstep your role. You know what I mean? As a new club, yeah, you might think you're hot shit. You want to earn respect, but you don't want to come at a club who's been doing this for years. We've had clubs who just open up for a week and try to infiltrate us, try to grave us, and we shut down in the next week. It's not smart. You need to be patient with members too, right?
Yeah,
We've been there when we were first starting up, and we would go on recruitment sprees, have 21 fucking prospects and supports.
yeah,
So we've done pretty well. It's more of a quality. Sorry, not quantity. Once you just worry about that, that's where you screw yourself because
Mhm.
Start
you,
leaving the
you gotta
gaps
make sure
open.
you're structured first. What was that?
That you start leaving the gaps open when you structure it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
yeah.
So just take your time, be patient, and don't overstep.
That makes sense. You definitely see a lot of that going on within this community, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just recently, we had a club. They were open for a week, maybe a month. I'm not really sure. And they came to us asking us for a patch over, and we're like, what the fuck?
What?
Like, what was your club name? I sort
They
of
trying to
we were
get you
like, who
guys
are
to
you?
patch into them?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
insane.
One of our ex-members joined up on them. He got a full patch right away, and they came to us and was like, hey, come patch over. We're like, who are you? So
Yeah,
that's something I don't fuck with, but
yeah.
yeah,
That instant patching is crazy.
yeah, it's ridiculous. It's different when you work for it. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Mhm.
I
facts.
mean, obviously, I'm a founder, so I got my patch instantly, but I still put in the work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know my brothers are my brothers because they put in the work. I can't trust someone who I just hand a patch like that. It's not gonna work.
Nah, facts. That's definitely something we pride ourselves on too, man.
Yeah, yeah. We make sure our guys earn their stuff.
So before I go ahead and pass the mic over to my boy Cosmo over there, or Odin, oop, I said his OG name. That's a brain fart. But anyways, what is your guys' goals for the remaining of the time that we have left on GTA 5? There's a new chapter about to begin. You know what I'm saying? So, what would you guys say you guys are mainly focused on right now?
I would say just keep building. I mean, you can never stop building, right? As long as it's controllable.
Yeah,
And just have fun, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a game, right? We come on
Mhm.
here to chill, to have fun. So as long as we keep improving and growing and enjoying the game, that's all we're really looking for.
yeah, facts.
Fair, fair.
Yeah, like I said, some people do like take this, serious. Like, some people even like, consider it a career. know what I'm saying, in their GTA bios and shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, nah, but I appreciate y'all boys for answering my questions. You know what I'm saying. I know my boy Cosmo or Odin over there. You know what I'm saying, got some heat for y'all boys. So
All right. Sounds good.
All right, cool. Yeah, definitely. I like what he said earlier about you know, obviously you can't just like throw people into a patch because I mean, frankly, you don't know who it is, where they come from, what their ideas are. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like there's like a weird, delicate balance of like taking it seriously and not, because at the end of the day, it is a game, but it's also like it can also be kind of deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just building bonds and connections with people, like on a serious level. You know what I'm saying? Like to a degree you would not possibly imagine unless you were in the community and you know firsthand. You know. But
Yeah.
it is definitely true. You can't just kind of throw anybody in there. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the machine well greased. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is one bad cog and the whole fucking thing stops. You know?
Exactly.
As far as questions go, I'd like to start off firstly with the idolism. Like you guys you have a very unique design, the Top Hat Reaper.
Right.
What exactly is the like symbolism behind that, or is there any further meaning other than it just looks cool? And is there other symbols that you might employ, say on like 5M, where you have a little bit more character customization? And is there anything that people should look for to see like, oh, that's like a sigil, you know, like that's their symbol right there?
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't say there's an exact like symbol. It doesn't symbol really anything. Like, I mean, when we've had multiple patches in the past. We've always kept it the top hat skull, right? All of our centerpieces. Now for our current patch, and this is going to be our only patch for forever. Something unique about it is with our 1%, we don't want to just have like a regular diamond. And that's the same with all of our patches. Like our previous one, it had a top hat, and in the top hat we had the 1% diamond and like a ace card, right? Here it's on a tombstone, so we try to show it in like a unique way. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a cool aesthetic, you know, like
Right.
the gambling reaper with the top hat. It's like
Exactly.
like a classical distinction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I would say if it symbolizes anyone, it just symbolizes us. You know, it's
Oh, yeah.
it works with all of our members. You know, all of
Yeah.
our personality, I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be pretty much it.
Definitely. Yeah, there's
Hell
definitely
yeah.
a lot of clubs that use skulls and skeletons in their
Yeah, right.
symbology and everything. Of course, here's two clubs right now that are using skulls in their patch, but I think you guys have a very unique addition, being with the tombstone and the top hat. That's something I don't
Yeah.
see
yeah.
very
That
often.
tombstone go hard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Speaking of tombstones, what are some tactics that you guys employ against 99ers and other individuals who use like the full Grand Theft Auto arsenal, like Kasakas and jets and insurgents and all that crazy stuff?
It really, I would say, depends on the situation, right? I mean, if I'm just riding around and I'm getting chased by an oppressor, I'm gonna ride as fast as I can, swerve, going through alleys, you know, I'm gonna get out of there. But if we're in like a war, lobby war with another MC, we just tend to ignore them even if they're rocket spamming us. I'd rather shoot the guy who I'm trying to fight against than worry about, you know, a 99er who's spraying me with a jet. There's not much you can do against that. Now, if it gets too bad, we end up just leaving because of the 99ing. If we're beefing with someone, we'll just send them an invite to another lobby and pretty much just switch lobbies. But I mean, I personally think there's not really a good way to fight back against them, unless they're using maybe like LMG snipers. Then it's all right. But when you go ahead on jets and oppressors, there's only so much you can do.
Right. One thing I've seen employed quite a bit, and we use it as well. Is especially if you got like, you know, prospects and hang rounds and all them. If you're doing a stand your ground, a car barricade works very well, especially larger vehicles like the fire truck and the EMS and all that. You pretty much build a wall around your stand your ground. Even if they blow it up, you still have permanent cover where you are.
Yeah.
And it's of course resistant to snipers and rockets and all that craziness.
Okay,
You gotta
that's
use
smart.
everything you can with
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't had a tank
Yeah.
pool in there
We-
before, and like you know he started crushing the cars, and like all the cars blew up and it destroyed him. Like, you know, granted he caught out another
Really?
one,
Wow.
but still it worked. You know what I'm saying? It was a smart tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean sometimes if I'll see like just the regular tanks, not the fucking alien ones. If I'm able to, I'll run up on him, pour some gasoline, but usually that doesn't do much. It's more for motivation for the boys to keep fighting, like see me run up, pouring the gasoline, it gets them all hyped.
Yeah.
Exactly, right. But yeah, we've put bikes, on the entrances, but yeah, I've never thought about putting a car or a bigger vehicle. So we might have to try that.
Yeah, definitely. I would recommend it. It certainly does work. It sounds crazy, but it really does
Yeah,
work.
I can see how it does.
So, who here is the newest patched member to Departed Souls?
That would be sinful.
Sinful, are you on, Mike?
Yeah, I'm here.
This specific question is tailored to you.
Alright.
What is it that stood out about Departed Souls that made you stay and dedicate your playtime to them? And what is it that you want the community to know about the club that people, might not think of otherwise if they not hip to the situation, they don't know about like your core values?
Yeah, okay. I joined the club because they had a really good brotherhood. They run the good, and also they have these challenges when you're like support prospect, just where you do like you do resupply, sell missions, stand your grounds for full patches, rob stores. And that made me stay with the club. It makes me do something. It makes me stay active.
And if I can add on to that, I did lots of the challenges with Sinful, and that built a bond with us. If we're sitting there doing all his challenges all day, grinding the game, you know what I mean? It not only gives us something to do on GTA, because GTA it can get boring, right? It's the game, right? So it gives them something to do, and it builds that bond. And I'll add that Sinful, he was in a ceasefire club before, and they had patched over. So he before he already knew the club, and so I think that's another reason what drawn him to it, because he saw firsthand how we were, right? But yeah, I just want to add onto that.
I got you.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, cool. So it's kind of like it's very much a blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb kind of situation, where through trial and tribulation, in order to earn your patch, you become acquainted with everybody, but on like a deeper level. Like you kind of grow up together in this environment that's cultivated, by the elders and everything. And once you reach that level, when you get that full patch, then you can kind of pass your wisdom on to these youngins, you know what I'm saying, and kind of guide them in the right direction to see them achieve their greatness at the club.
Exactly. Like lots of us actually did grow up together. Like me and Typical, we came into everything together. We've known each other since we were like 14. So, he's all the way in California. I'm up in Canada, but our relationship is so close because of everything we've been through together through the club.
Yeah.
So it's deep. It's deeper than just he worked on his challenges with each other. No, like we've grown not only as a club but as brothers and friends.
Right. And that holds true for the full patches as well. Like just doing day-to-day full patch shit, it's like it's kind of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's trials and tribulations don't stop. It just changes. You know what I'm saying? And through that, you know, your brotherhood just refortifies itself.
Yeah,
I definitely
exactly.
appreciate that, yeah, because that's one thing about this community that is so different from everybody else is like there is, like I opened with, you know, the bonds are so real on such a deeper level than just like the game. You know what I'm saying? Like if it
Yeah.
wasn't for the game, you know, most people would still be, you know, friends and brothers with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, hopefully soon, GTA 6 will be releasing if, you know, if it goes to plan next year. But being a Rockstar release, you know,
Never know.
we can kind of bet on a delay. You know,
Right.
what are some hopes and or predictions for GTA 6 pertaining to not only the MC community but also the game as a whole for everybody?
I mean, me personally, it better be good. You know what I mean? We've been waiting. We've been waiting long enough for it. There's a good chance where if it comes out and it's just really bad, I might uninstall for a week. But that's me personally. What about you, Tinkle?
I mean, I'd say, you know, I hope that there's, you know, with the new game, there's a new sense of everybody trying to want to be in the community, and I hope there's a bigger push for people trying to be in it. I hope they actually try and listen to us as a community and give us more to do in these clubs and stuff, and with bikes, and maybe a little bit more aesthetics to the game and customizations. That'd be cool. Like if you can customize your fucking clubhouse to look a certain way, you know, roll all your guys' bikes up in there. And yeah, so I just hope it's a little bit more interactive of a game with the community and also everything else.
Yeah, I'm certainly hoping that the biker update and everything that we got from that transfers over. You know what I mean?
Right.
With all the motorcycles that we had at one point, but now they've been removed since then.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long too.
Exactly. And I hope they fix the issue where on the cuts the patches sometimes kind of like meld into it and it like phases through the leather and everything, and it just looks like whack. And the actual size of it should be customizable as well.
It's too small when you just put it on. You have to do a glitch for it.
That's right, yeah, because I think everybody's been asking for that for a long time, and it just hasn't happened yet. But I feel like they're not doing it here because they might do more in GTA 6 now that they have, you know, the 5M and I'm pretty sure Red M guys under them now too.
Yeah.
So hopefully more customization, you know what I'm saying? Your like personal metal flashes and like your rank flashes and bigger patches, better looking patches and all that good stuff.
Yeah. More to work with.
So, is there any upcoming charity events, fundraisers, or maybe real-life events planned for the future that folks should keep an eye on?
I mean, not at the moment, but I was thinking about maybe. I definitely want to give back to the community, and just do something for us all to give back to people. So definitely in the future, we would definitely would love to do some sort of charity event or a support event or something of the sorts, but nothing official yet.
Okay, cool. I got you. Yeah, it's always a good thing whenever you see everybody, you know, kind of coming together and starting up a charity and everything, and they do work. I mean, there's been a lot of successful stories where, you know, it saved people's lives from this community. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody kind of putting a little bit of money in, and next thing you know, you got organ transplants taking place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, all right. Time to plug yourself. Is there anywhere else where people can find more on Departed Souls? Any other games, social media, anything like that?
I mean, yeah, you guys can always find us on the club page. And we also play other games. Play DayZ. What else do we play, guys? We play everything, man. It's really important for us not to just play GTA, right? It, like I said earlier, GTA gets boring, but they can always find us on the club page, Departed Souls, underscore Souls underscore official. Um, Content's always posted there. Same with our own pages, which is in our tag list. So if you ever need to find it, it's right there.
And that's on Instagram, right? Do you have Facebook?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
TikTok or
Instagram.
anything?
No, we don't have Facebook, but we have a TikTok being made as we speak, actually.
Oh, cool.
So
That's
it's in the
something to
works.
keep an eye on, definitely.
Yeah,
that's
so
really
yeah,
cool.
exactly. Well, there we go.
All right, cool deal, man. Well, that's gonna finish it up for my section. Crazy. Here's the mic.
Hell yeah, man. I got a few little bonus questions, man. So, what was y'all's motivation back when y'all first, you know what I'm saying, established, you know what I'm saying, coming up compared to now, you know what I'm saying, already being established, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like I mentioned before, we were in a past club, right? And like I mentioned, that club was a little racist. We had some issues with them. Beef actually kicked off with us before the club was even, like, we even had a patch.
Yeah,
It was
some
like
bad
all in the
blood.
works, discussing patches. Yeah, right. We did a friendly TDM with one. They ended up going in for some stabs, and we're like, okay, bet, right? It's war. And so yeah, so we started the club, and we recruited. We had our first 9. And then I would say that beef kind of gave us main motivation. And it just brought drive to all the guys. Same with, like, you know, we've had people leave us and start beef with us and start their own clubs and start beef with us. Like when I think after our first year, we had maybe about 30 members. We had 20 guys leave us and start their own club, and so that was a real big beef. That club shut down within 2 months after every day war. But that definitely gave motivation for our supports to get on, our prospects to get on, just to bring activity. Now, I would say it's to keep everything, like, all that struggle we went through. That's our motivation, to keep it going, keep it strong, keep our name and our brand, like, respected. Also, we're very territorial, right? We claim grapeseed. We shoot anyone who has grapes. I mean, there's some cases where we don't, but it's really rare. But yeah, so I would say those are our drives on today.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, well, shit, is there anything else, like, you boys want to add for the people that's watching? You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you guys want to ask us?
No, I mean, just shout out to y'all. I really like what you guys are doing with this chatting thing. Gives everyone an outlet, you know, to speak what's on their mind.
Definitely.
I love the content y'all will be posting too, and I see the events. We're gonna have to get to your next one for sure.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but, like, that's
So
what
just-
we're about, man. Like, we just try to, you know,
Yeah.
engage within the community. Like, we're not really big on war. Like, we never really been.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even tell you when's the last time we had, like, an official, like, club TDM training or whatever. Like, you know, we
Oh,
just like getting out there, bro. You know, pushing our brand and, you know, making connections. And, you know,
Yeah.
you boys are definitely real solid. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely appreciate y'all for coming out here.
Yeah, no, appreciate y'all
Thank you for
for
having
having
us.
us.
Oh, yeah, facts.
It was a pleasure.
Well, that ends it for episode
Oh, yeah.
10. It's really been a blessing interviewing this many great and respected clubs within our community. Also, much love to the supporters out there, showing love to the talk show. See you next time.